it's a cool thing. Basically, it means 0 latency, perfect micro, just great things for RTS. Good things. So really excited about this. But the first map is going to be Fighting Spirit. Share the love, send it around, tell everyone about it, hashtag HSC, but spread this link. This is a historic match that's going to be played here. And a big shout out to Jaedong and Stork, of course, for agreeing to do this. And thanks to Home Story Cup for putting it on as well. But I think we're ready to go. Go? Yeah, start. I've given a couple thumbs up.
Yeah, I think everyone misses Broodwar games. It's so huge game and so intelligent. You need make so huge APM. I talked with Stork yesterday. He said like StarCraft 2 you need 150 200 APM. In StarCraft Broodwar,
oh god,
like 250 at least.
Okay, observing is going to be interesting. Because I think, it does work.
Oh my god.
But you can change the game, right?
You can use this.
Yeah. Okay.
Some case, yeah. Use some.
There will be a learning curve for us as well.
So it will be Final, Forge, and Expand, of course.
Yeah, Forge Expand, I think almost every game, or maybe even
Forge Expand was the absolute standard, and a lot of times it was Corsair DT. Zergs were doing a thing at the time which was strange, which is called sim-sitting your third base to have an Evo chamber block off a Spore colony to give you protection against the Corsairs and the DTs. Also, a couple of things to update for you guys. Well, it's weird to say update. To revert back and remind you, Overlords all give detection. It's not just things called Overseers. And this is interesting, actually. A lot of times it is that Forge Expand at the natural.
Yeah, it should be at the natural the first
and we not have rally point. Yeah, we not have rally point on mineral lines.
No.
So,
so everything mechanical.
Everything in the worker that spawns is going to have to be like sent to the minerals. Otherwise, it's just not going to do anything.
And a lot of times what you do is you take your rally point and send it to like right here, and then you just tell your probe to mine from there. Let's take a look at Jaedong down here.
It's a very
tyrant himself.
Oh, it's
9 pool.
9
this brings me back.
9 pool, 9 gas.
Yeah, of course. So I did this every game.
No, it's Overlord, so it's no 9 gas.
Well, something of that area.
Yeah,
I love this. But before we get too far, a couple other things. Look at how dark the map is. This is called the Fog of War. And unlike that beta version of Fog of War we have right now where it grays out, but you can still kind of see stuff. Pitch black. What is that? Yeah, Gateway. Okay. Yeah. Gateway expand in Broodwar. I guess it could happen.
Yeah, it's a very unusual opening. I know back when I played most of the time, this was kind of common. I mean, we had shorter maps, and the metagame was way different, so Gateway expansion wasn't too uncommon, but on the bigger maps which we played, and also with the metagame of the later years, you almost never saw that. But I think with this opening, Jaedong chose actually Stork's uncommon opening could be quite beneficial to him.
And this is Fighting Spirit, which is actually a map that was ported over to StarCraft 2, by the way, so you might have seen this before.
Yeah, it was with a rich Vespene gas or something like that.
That's where they went a little bit wrong. There's actually minerals in the middle of the map as well, I believe.
And we can't see what order Jaedong before this unit come out. I think like it's 6 Darlings coming on the way.
Talking about standard compositions, it's usually a kind of a Corsair DT opening from the Protoss, followed up by speed lots, not charge, and then typically Archon and Storm. But also keep in mind Dragoons packed a wallop in this game. Yeah, Dragoons are not your Stalkers. They're pretty good.
Yeah, compared to Stalkers, higher range, more damage, more HP, bit less mobility, and also they're kind of stupid, tend to sometimes just stop and not do anything. But yeah, definitely better DPS.
Jaedong opening up with the very classic 9 or 10 pool, but a lot of times you'll actually follow up with speed. Another thing to look at here too for you guys that might seem strange as StarCraft 2 fans, you actually don't have anywhere near the number of drones that you see in StarCraft 2 on a base. It's really 1, maybe 2 per mineral line, and then of course 3 per gas. We also notice there's just 1 gas per base. That is the norm in Brood War, and a lot of times it's kind of like Starbow, which I guess a lot of people have seen more recently, where you end up having a lot fewer bases, but more kind of action around those bases.
Yep.
Well, not fewer bases, about the same number. I digress, though.
Yeah, one thing, like a major difference between StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2 is when you're taking an engagement, most of the time in StarCraft 1 you are able to retreat. In StarCraft 2, oftentimes when you poke or take a fight, it's very hard to retreat without taking big losses. But here, like you can take an engagement, you see, it's not going so well at times. Well, depending on the compositions, you can still retreat without taking major losses.
Yep. Zerglings are going to try to get us around. No, actually going to run right past. They see 2 Dragoons right now, and Jaedong, as long as he goes forward, is going to see that there is no expansion.
Yeah, I hope Dragon's not holding. You know, it's 2 things what I hate in StarCraft Brood War. It's Rivers, who like almost showed.
Scarab?
That is a Hydra Den, which I know a lot of you are going to look at that and be like, that's
plus one hold position Dragon.
Yeah.
pretty fast. But and we can't actually see, but I think you almost immediately upgrade speed. He might not have the money for it, though.
No, he make Gydralis because he understands what Corsair soon coming, and he no need hold this Corsair.
And a very aggressive.
You not have pin, yeah. You not have pin.
Hydras do pop out, but there's 2 Dragoons here already. Corsair's just going to try to go to work on the Overlord. Doesn't have actually a lot of damage. It does do area damage, which is a little bit irrelevant at this point in time. And Jaedong's trying to hold on. These Zerglings don't have speed just yet. Getting some damage in there. The Zealot getting poked and drops. Corsair's stoically going to work on that second Overlord. Great macro on the Dragoons as well.
Wow.
Yeah, Vulture's shooting the shields. And yeah, there's no other units coming out from Stork, but he's able to do quite a lot of damage already.
This is snowballing. Jaedong's in trouble.
Oh my god.
He's these Corsairs have actually cleared the skies. I think it's fair to say that Jaedong might actually be supply blocked. He's going to try to micro back these Dragoons, and he's actually going to lose both. But
yeah, they're going to, but still, the Corsairs are around. They're going to get some Overlords.
But Zelensk already with speed, I think, with upgrade on speed, right?
Oh, Jaedong take this speed.
And he can now very strong harass.
Yeah, lots of counter damage is possible.
Yeah. A lot of speedlings coming in here.
Two Zealots only.
Yeah,
I think it's now Zerg may come back. These Zerglings never die when some Zerglings come in something.
Yeah, you thought Life Zerglings were good. This is where they got their start. And this mineral line is in trouble.
So many probes dying already.
You'll notice no drilling. You can. It's just harder to do.
It's a bit different. Like you can bug out the opponent's AI also if you drill like that. But it's definitely very, very different from StarCraft 2.
And trying to, they will complete. So this will end here. Jaedong's going to try to maybe get one cancel. Looks like he will. God.
Well, the DPS is so
Zerglings
high.
actually do damage. What am I looking at right now? Oh my god. Okay. There's 3 Zealots in there.
Yeah, there's more Zerglings coming.
Cannon dies.
He need make canal in mineral line.
Zerglings used to be awesome. They get us surrounded 3 Zealots. The Zealots are getting taken to town. Jaedong's going to pop the natural. And there's not a lot behind this. Stork only has 1 gateway in production. There's no warpins, by the way.
Yeah, it's looking very, very grim for Stork
No
here.
cannons even.
No units. No cannons.
And you still need pylons. You still do need those suckers. Look at these poor guys. Stork has got to be driving. He's actually beaming, smiling over there. He's like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, his aggressive opening looked really good at the start. He was able to do quite a lot of damage, but yeah.
GG.
Yeah, those cannons just weren't up in time for him to defend this.
And Stork taps out. Jaedong takes the first game in this best of 3. He's having a good time.
Stork can't believe what he lose. How he can lose this game.
That was an unusual opening, though. We talk about that. I mean, there was a lot of punch there. He killed 2 Overlords. It was looking like it could have snowballed out. But when speed finished and we saw those Zerglings